Jack and I'm the proud owner of a 1993 Nissan 180SX. My passion for cars first started at a young age when I was playing games like Colin McRae 2004 on the PS2, and I fell in love with the Subaru, which was absolutely dominating at the time. Then it sort of moved on to JDM cars when I discovered the Need for Speed Underground series, as well as the Fast and the Furious movies. I originally wanted a Subaru Liberty, but I found it very hard to find a manual car in my price range. This made me switch to looking at Nissans. I was looking at both the Silvias and the Skylines, but I was also finding it hard to find a clean car. Eventually I narrowed it down to the 180SX, which is very practical, with a big boot space, as well as being an easy car to maintain. It's great handling, lightweight, so it sort of ticked all the boxes I wanted for a daily car. Once I started looking, I quickly found an ex-drift car, which was a 1993 180SX. It had the engine swapped motor, which is an SR20 from an S15, which was absolutely perfect because 180SXs never came factory non-turbo. It also had been manual swapped to have a gearbox from an S14. That with the SR20 was the perfect combination. It also had BC coilovers, a full sports exhaust, and it basically made it the perfect first car with all the mods that I needed straight away. Once I bought the car, the first thing I did was I put in a good stereo as well as an alarm and mobiliser. This is how the car stayed for a little while, but in the end I accidentally got into a front end accident and the car had a pretty bad paint job. It was the original midnight blue, and with age it cracked, it had scuff marks, and it wasn't the best condition. So what I decided to do was update it with a Bayside blue paint job, which is the Nissan GTR colour, as well as adding the body kit from the later model Type X. Once I had these two, I discovered that I needed some new wheels to be able to complete the look of the car. I eventually found a pair of 18-inch Work VS XX wheels in 4-stud, which I've been told is the only set in Australia. These wheels with the body kit and the paint job really completed the look of the car, and since then I haven't really made any modifications. I've just been focusing on learning the car better and becoming a better driver. Being my first car, I've had a lot of firsts with this car. It was the first car that I was able to drive to uni, the first car that took me to the track, but then I also had my first accident in this car, and I learned sort of how to respect the road. You learn from these firsts. You become more responsible on the road, you become a better driver, but then you also learn how to take care of the car. Now that I've got it resprayed, I've really got a passion of detailing and just making sure that this paint job really stands out, but also stays protected, stays scratch-free. And I've also learnt basic mechanics of the car. I'm looking forward to completely changing everything, swapping the motor out, and then slowly building a CA motor and putting that in, as well as changing the suspension, the exhaust, and then having it more of a reliable, powerful track car that is also able to be used as a daily. And that's how I see this car. It's the perfect daily, it's practical, but I can also have a lot of fun on the track, and it also looks good at car shows.
I bought the Skyline in 1999, and since then I've done many modifications to the car.